There was one of my honeybees on a greasewood brush way up here in the mountain. Let's see. See, I've been collecting flowers. I kind of want to see what the variety of flowers are up here. I'm at 40 feet. Back at the house is only 4,800, so it shows you how far bees go. I'm a couple of miles out, actually. You can see that's the Great Salt Lake over there. And the Bingham copper mine's that way on those hills. Alright. Well, just thought I'd show that. Alright. Here's a little part of a video that I've been meaning to do. See, I want to go add this frame into one of my hives. See, it's still got quite a bit of honey in here. It's mostly honey storage. That's why I've saved it for this long, so I can put it in there without worrying about the queen filling it up with drones. But you see, this side, I had a gap here last year, and the bees made this comb really thick. And they ended up taking all the honey out of it on this side. So now I just end up with a big thick comb here. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't fit up against other frames very easily. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot knife here, which I've been warming up, and just cut it so it is exactly the same. Well, I didn't do it very good there, but you get the idea, because it is kind of cool to watch. It's just standard uncapping procedure. See, I cut this way so I could get up against the side here, and now I just run this knife down along the wax real slowly. You don't want to tear the wax, you want to melt through it, you don't want to cut through it. Kind of angle the frame so that the wax drips out rather than down into the cells. And just cut it like you're uncapping a frame of honey. This will make it all nice and flat and ready for the bees to put honey in it. See, seems I hit a snag here, so I just flip it off, figure out what it was. Looks like it's a little nail. Just skip over it and continue down. See if I can get closer here. Yeah, that's about all the faster you want to go. I ought to be doing this into like some sort of tank to catch the drippings, but I'm not too worried about that right now. There we go. That's it. See the result? There's a frame which is now exactly flat. Much nicer. It'll fit up with any other frame. I'm not going to do this side because there's still honey in there, and I don't really have anywhere to put it right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the hive as is. Give them a good head start on their winter storage. Anyway, let's go turn that off. See if I can put all my wax together. That looks kind of cool, don't it? And there's no honey in here, so this will just go into my wax bin. Alright, that's it. Alright, I'm doing another queen switch. See here? I don't know if you can see her. There's another little queen. This queen hatched, my guess is about 2 days ago. 1 or 2 days ago. She came out of the hive that was over on the mine dump. In one of my previous videos, you may have, I noticed that the queen in that hive wasn't doing so very well, and it seems the bees didn't think so either, so they tried replacing her. They probably killed her off and then made her lay an egg in a queen cell, and the hot weather made it so I didn't catch her before she hatched, and so I got an extra, so I got a queen there. And rather than letting her mate in that colony, I'm going to go ahead and get the queen out of this box. Use this as a kind of a large mating nuke. See if I can get the lid off. It seems one of the frames is stuck. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's got 3 frames left. Okay. Alright. Quite a few bees, rather angry. Probably should have put my veil on. But, see here? I got my jacket. I can just cover my face a little bit and hide my breath. And I usually do pretty good like this. They rarely try to go in here. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the camera. You can see they're stinging the crap out of me. This box is actually overpopulated. So, oh wow, look at this. Alright, I'll be fine. I just, finding the queen might be extra difficult, but I can do it. Alright, that actually wasn't too hard. See, I put the new queen in just right there. If the bees don't let her out, I'll let her out tomorrow. I'd like her to get out kind of quickly. Alright, that fits on good. And I got the queen out of this box. You can see her. This girl's been moved 3 times now. I'm thinking this new move might actually be her permanent home. Assuming the bees that are there don't try to kill her or something. And here she is. She does look nice. And the bees she's making is actually of good quality. The only thing I didn't like about her is she liked to make a lot of drones, but that could have been just because of the time of the year. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take her back to that hive. Put her in. Alright, here's the hive. See, everything's still tore up from when I went in here to get the queen. You can hear a bit of a roar, but they were already pretty much queenless. So I'm just going to put her in. Think of a good spot. Right here is probably as good as any. Alright. Oh yeah, look. I think they like her. Good. Good, good. This, hopefully that'll work out. These frames contain very little worker brood and quite a lot of drones, you see here. So I'm going to go ahead and take them and freeze them. You know, right after I shake the bees off, of course. Yeah, look. That doesn't seem to be a hostile behavior. They're like trying to lick the package and stuff. If they were trying to attack her, they'd be pointing their stinger at it and buzzing a little harder. Alright, so I'm going to knock the bees off these, take them into the freezer, and cover these back up and leave them alone for a while. And, you've seen me do all that. Okay, here's those frames with all the drones that I pulled out. There's a little bit of worker larvae, but I figured it was best to get rid of these drones before they hatched. See, I took out the patch drones that I had on each of these frames. I went ahead and took the drones out. And here's the drones. You see, got a whole plate full here. There's also a bucket with some in here. I mean, there's actually not a whole lot of mites. There's, I've only seen about 10 or 15 mites in this whole batch. But can you imagine what would happen if I let all these drones hatch out? It would devastate that hive. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and save these ones. They're a little younger and they're still all white. These ones I'm thinking I'm just going to take to the chicken. See, these ones were older and they've got wings on them. They look a little less appetizing. I think I might see if I can cook these up at some point. Yeah, see there's a mite there. But yeah, I'm just going to put these back in the freezer and store them until I can figure out what to do with them. And take this back to the hive.